Yeah, welcome to Late Night with Bridget and Holly. I'm your host, Holly.
And I'm your host, Bridget.
And boy, oh boy, before we get into it, first of all, if you have not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified every Tuesday, every Friday at 11 p.m. with brand new podcast episodes. Also, don't forget we're on pretty much every podcast station you can think of. If you don't hear us on one of them, reach out to us at Bridget and Holly at gmail.com and our girl Bridget. Make sure that we're there. But y'all, we have got one hell of an episode for y'all tonight because first of all, me and Bridget want to go on the record to say that we called it and we did it first. But what do y'all think about Gypsy Rose and her husband separating?
Mm-hmm. We knew it was going to happen. We gave it
We
six
did.
6 months, and it's 3 months out of jail.
Because
Mhm.
I mean, nothing's really circulated yet about why they split up, like the truth. But I think it's because, no offense, I'm not judging anybody, but look at the two.
Yeah,
And then you got all these people, she's read on the internet, oh my God, he looks just like her mom. You
yeah.
can't tell me that's not going to distill in her head. And, she's doing cowgirl. She's going to be like, oh my God, that's my mom.
Cowgirl is my mama. Yeah. That's probably going through her head. I just think I'm going to tell you the truth. Appearance, yes, they are a mismatch, but I've seen mismatched couples make it before. I
Yeah.
think this goes more along the lines that she wasn't emotionally ready or
No.
emotionally mature enough for a relationship of this caliber
See,
to
that's what I
come
think too.
to come straight out of prison after being really a hostage of your mother your whole entire life,
And
and
just
then
thrown in the limelight like that.
come out of prison and go straight into marriage. I think she was looking for love. You know what I'm saying? She really wants to be loved and have true love, but I don't think she's ready for it. And I don't think she's ready for the commitment. And I think that I honestly do think he's a little bit of a manipulator and made
Mm-hmm.
her feel some kind of way in prison, like she was taken care of or she was wanted or she was needed. And I think coming out, she's seen more of the holes and the manipulation, and she's been
Right.
manipulated her whole life. So I think for her, it was like, yeah, I don't like this feeling. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think about the rumors going around that she has got in touch with people to pass messages to go to John? Do you think any of that is true? She denies that from what I read. But I don't know if she's going through some type of, I wouldn't say a mental breakdown, but something mentally because, again, she stepped out of prison married, thrown in the limelight, all on TV, TikTok, Instagram.
She did
She
that to herself,
deleted.
though. She did that to
No,
herself.
she did, and why she did, I don't know. And in my opinion, her dad and stepmom, and maybe they did, and she didn't listen to them, but somebody should have told her, look, you just getting out of prison, lay low for a little bit.
Yeah.
Don't just jump into that. And I almost will be willing to guarantee that she's come across money now, and she don't need him. She don't need nobody to take care of her.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I
hmm
agree.
But
I
what
agree.
what do you think about the go to John thing?
I'm gonna go on my daddy's word that he used to teach me, and that is believe none of what you hear and only half of what you see. So
Right.
I wouldn't unless he has some receipts. Like if he had
hmm
receipts showing that she had messaged him, but just hearsay, I wouldn't. I'm not going. I don't believe she has. It's possible if she has. The only reason I feel like she has is because she's heard that he's got some information, or she knows he's got information that
Right.
he could leak and get her in big trouble, and or at least with the. I don't think she could be prosecuted again because that would be double jeopardy, but at least with the public, she would look worse in their eyes. And I feel like maybe she's getting in touch with him to smooth things over, in hopes that she can manipulate him not to release that information. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Because I don't know how
Mm-hmm.
the hell she'd be able to smooth things over with him and he's sitting in jail and she's out. Say
Mm-hmm.
it would be nothing but pure manipulation
Mm-hmm.
on her part to try and get him. But I'm like you. I don't believe anything until I see it. And we mean you might be wrong. A couple of weeks or a month later, there might be some receipts that come out. But I won't believe that until it actually comes out
Yeah.
because she's with her being out. Is she on any type of parole, or is she on some type of parole or something,
I
or
don't know.
I don't know if she is or not
I,
because
I usually think when you're released from prison, you have parole for at least,
a
or
year or
probate.
two
I
years
don't
or
know.
something,
Yeah, I
or
don't know.
is it parole or not parole? I don't know why I said parole, y'all. Probation. Yeah, I wonder if she's on any type of probation. I don't know why the hell I said
You
parole.
might be right. It might be parole. I don't know. See,
No, it's probation. I think I'm
you
pretty
can
sure it is.
tell, we ain't never been to prison because we don't know.
Right? It's exactly.
I don't
I
want to
just
know.
think I just think it's crazy. Like it's sad. It's really really sad because you know what she went through as a child and yearning so much to be in a relationship
Hmm.
and stuff like that. And I don't know. And then I mean I look at and I'm not judging anybody for looks because to each its own, and opposites attract. But I sit there and look at the guy that she was about to marry before him, before Ryan, and they're completely different. You
Oh
know,
yeah,
like, and he, how old is Ryan? I can't remember. He is older than her, isn't he?
I think a couple years. Yeah,
A couple, but to me, he looks
but
so
but
much older than her.
he does. But let's call a spade a spade. We are judging his appearance. I mean, you can't say that
Yeah.
we're not, and then say, "Now look at his looks," because we are.
Well,
But
but I mean by judging, like I'm not calling him ugly or anything, but to look at her and to look at him, it
mhm,
just doesn't look at her top considering them showing the guys that she did date. You
before,
know, like to go to
yeah.
John and then whatever the I want to say that guy's name was Chris, and just looking at them and then here you got Ryan.
I think
Just
all the men she's chose are either goofy or ugly.
yeah, none of them are attractive. None of them. I mean, I would have to say Ryan looks better than Go to John, but out of the three I've seen, Chris looks the best looking, but
Uh-huh.
is not attractive. But it's just her choice of men. Just each guy is totally different. Like Go to John just looked. I don't know. He just looked eerie, and then the guy, Chris guy. I mean, he just kind of looked normal and average, and just lanky looking. And then you got Ryan that looks like her mama. So that is eerie just in general.
Absolutely, it is. It's well, and like you said, her coming out of prison and getting on the internet, she's seen all the stories and what people are saying. And like you said, I mean, I'm just going to be honest with you. If you had somebody in your ear going, I mean, my God, you look at Jason, or not just one person, but the whole internet, or look at
Yeah.
Mr. Ronnie or whatever, you'd be looking at him with hard eyes, like, what is everybody seeing that I'm not? You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, that would
And
mentally
then,
fuck with me, especially going through what she did with a murder.
yeah, and then when they'd start talking about how Jason don't take out the trash, that would just do it.
Oh, I know. It will be. I'm like Donkey Kong. I'll be like, no,
I
mm-mm,
know, I know.
mm-mm. It is funny that you brought that up because, um, yeah, we got an episode coming up that is we're gonna be doing impersonations again because we had such a good time with it. And I wasn't gonna tell you this till we did the podcast, but I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you because I want us to do it. But Jason wants me and you to impersonate Mr. Ronnie and him.
Oh,
So we've
okay.
got to impersonate them, but then I've got to impersonate Mr. Ronnie and you've got to impersonate Jason.
Oh.
That's gonna be on a little bonus on our episode. And I started laughing because I'm picturing trying to talk like Mr. Ronnie, and then I'm picturing you sitting at the podcast
Oh,
station
I got this. I got this.
with a bag throwing trash in yourself, taking out the trash.
No, he don't take out the trash, so I would just impersonate him looking at trash.
Right. Oh my God.
We'll be doing that.
You
We'll be doing that soon.
yes, y'all. And so I know y'all are gonna look forward to it because y'all love all of our podcasts. But I'm curious to see how this is really gonna unfold with her. And it's gonna be all over the news like 2020. Somebody's going to end up putting it on the news and doing another damn documentary on this girl.
Okay, but let me ask you a question. Do you think? Okay, so here's this is all speculation now. We're just
Yeah,
brainstorming. Do you think A, that she has anybody else already? B, does she have somebody in mind? Or C, do you think it will take her long to get into another relationship? Even if she doesn't have somebody now, will it take her long?
I don't think. I think if she does not have anybody right now, I don't see her being alone for long because you saw how quick she went from Chris to Ryan. If that is his name, I'm almost 99.9% sure that is his name, but yeah, I'm.
It was Chad.
Oh, Chad. Okay.
I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Uh, but y'all know what? I'm pretty sure it starts with a C, so it's either Chris or Chad. That's gonna be funny for Chad. But don't think she can be alone. I don't think she knows how to be alone,
Yeah.
and I think because she craves a man so much because she didn't get to go through the dating years in her younger years and get to experience really going out on dates. I mean, she dressed up as Cinderella and went to the movies with Go to John, and her mama busted them.
But
You know,
I think we all go through a boy crazy stage. Us girls, if you're straight, okay,
yeah.
if you're straight, and boys go through a girl crazy stage. So I think she's immature, and I think she's going through everything late.
Very.
So I think she's going through her boy crazy stage right now.
I do too, and I something is telling me that she either has somebody else or somebody else is
In
lined
mind,
up in
yeah,
mind. Yeah, I don't. Again, I could be wrong, but I just don't see her being alone, where her being out of prison and being free and finally being able to experience. I honestly feel like within a month it's gonna be in the headlines. Gypsy Rose and New Bay.
yeah. Well, I tend to disagree. I think there's already somebody in line
Well, that's what I mean. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
that
But
she. I
and
think
I think,
now I don't think she's meeting them or seeing them. I would say more, I think it's an internet or she's got on some kind of app and she's talking with somebody
yeah,
and she's seeing some potential there. And I'm not saying that's who she'll go to next. I
right,
think she will spend a little bit of time appearing alone in the public eye,
uh huh,
but talking to this person and building something. But I'm like you. I say I give it 6 more months, 3 to 6 more months. She'll be in another relationship. We'll see another
yeah,
relationship pop up.
because it's one or the other. It's she's either got somebody or somebody lined up, and I'm gonna go as far as to say I give it maybe 1 or 2 months
Mm,
before that shit's in the headlines because
yeah.
yeah, I saw a video and I don't know if you've seen it. It was a video on TikTok. It randomly um just popped up, and I was like, but talking and you get on your phone, it usually pops up what you're talking about, and it was a video of her and Ryan in his sweat rag in Walmart, and he's walking and she's pushing a buggy, and they both look at this person who's got the camera by and think they're realizing that they're being filmed, and they're in Walmart doing grocery shopping. So it just goes to show you, like, you think, nobody's really gonna pay attention to you being
Yeah.
here in this place or that place. So I expect it to leak pretty early. Like, I don't see her being alone. I don't. And she's back living with her, stepmom and dad. And then does it make you wonder? I know it's gonna sound bad, so y'all don't come at me, but do you wonder if the dad and the stepmom's a little afraid because she's living there? I mean, yeah, she's older. What are the odds that she would do something like that again and plan that? But damn, come on now. I think I would be terrified in my house, in my own
You would
home.
I don't think so because I honestly think that like you got people who are what you call natural born killers who literally like when they're born it's like it's instilled in them to do something like that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And then you have people who are provoked to kill, like pushed to a point where they have to. And I think she's more pushed to a point that she had to. She felt like her only way to get out.
Was to.
Yeah, I think she literally laid there at night and thought, "This is going to be the rest of my life." And I'm a teenager, and I'm young 20s, and I just want to live. And the only way I'm going to be able to do this is get rid of her. But I will say the thing that has concerned me the most, but I think it goes to the mindset that she was in, is I really haven't seen any true remorse or suffering. Like if it was me, I love my dad enough that if I would have been pushed to do something like that, I would still cry about it and be like, I wished he just would have been a better dad and wouldn't have made me do that and da 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 da.
Mm-hmm.
But she has literally like had no emotion over her mom whatsoever. And she has even
No.
said that I think it had come out at one point, she said she didn't regret it. She felt like she had to do it, you know.
Yeah, and then she backtracked too, because after she said that, then I forgot what interview it was we watched. I don't know if it was the Lifetime thing or not. And she was saying that she missed her mom, and I think that was her backtracking because she was truthful in the beginning when she said that she felt she had to do it, that she has no remorse,
Yeah.
and I think people backlashed and said shit to her, and she was like, "Oh, I need to show a little bit of sympathy," but even then. I mean, there were no tears shed. I mean,
Uh,
I wouldn't cry over that bitch. I mean, that's just me. Because Dee Dee was a
evil.
horrible, evil, manipulative
Hmm.
human being. And it sucks that Gypsy Rose learned to be manipulative by her.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just wonder how her future relationships are going to go.
Hmm.
If she continues to go down that line of
Yeah.
manipulation, she's never gonna have a
I
good
don't think so either.
relationship.
Mm-mm.
Never.
Not until she takes some time to fix herself. Now, but we're
Mentally,
being pretty
exactly.
we're being pretty presumptuous right now because
We are.
we've heard that they split up. But how do we know that she's the one that called it quits? He could have been him. I doubt it, but I'm just saying it's possible.
You got jokes this morning.
I mean, I doubt it, but I mean, it could.
Oh
It
God,
could.
sorry Ryan, if you're watching this. don't
Yeah.
don't get your sweat rag too wet, okay? They were talking about that how in every picture, every single picture that you see him, he's got his sweat rag draped over his shower. I mean, I might have to get my sweat glands checked or something because you ain't walking around with a wet rag just to.
She probably divorced him because she couldn't stand that sweat on her all the
I know, oh my God! And those interviews, you could just see the beads, and I don't know what it is, but when I see people sweat, it makes my eyes water. I
time.
think it's the damnedest thing. I see people sweat, my eyes start watering, and I
So if you
don't
was
know
married
why.
to Ryan, he'd be sweating and you'd be crying.
Oh hell yeah! Oh my God! I'm like, bitch, here, just hang over a bucket. Just hold a bucket around your neck and just let it all drip, drip in. I could not be with somebody sweaty. I could not.
Yeah.
Somebody who sweat like that. Oh my! That and somebody who constantly has nose drip. Now you
I'm
drugs.
sorry. I apologize if you are a person out there that sweats or has nose drip.
Oh
Please do
God.
not be offended.
Yeah, because I know it can be a medical condition. Sorry, just I'm not. My preference is not somebody sweetie. Sorry. So I don't mean anything by it. And
I like my men hot and sweaty, but only when they're on top of me.
right, that I can deal with. But you just walking around and just sitting on the couch and just sweating? Damn, bro.
Taking out the
Good.
trash, sweating,
Yeah, taking it out of the trash.
sweating, taking out the trash.
Oh my God. Like
Bless.
that's just it's gonna be it's
Poor
gonna
Ryan.
be very, very interesting to
So what
just
if it comes out
see
that
how
he
it
left her?
unfolds.
I just want to know what you would think. If it comes out he left her,
My jaw
he
will drop.
would it?
And I think if he did, she was cheating on him.
But you
Because
know what? He wouldn't leave for cheating because he stood for it one time. Because remember when she was in
well,
prison, she's talking to
but
an ex or something.
talk to. She could be out there going bam, chicka, bam, bam, and him finding out. You know what I'm saying? Because now it can legit happen. She was
Hmm.
behind bars there, so he's gonna be relentless. It's about who's this bitch gonna go run off with? She behind bars. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So now. it will be really easy for her to do.
Now, let me ask you a
So,
question. Do you think he's going to remain famous after this, or you think his name will just fade
oh,
out?
no, no, homeboy's gonna fade out with a sweat rag.
Uh,
Yeah,
you, you really have a problem with that sweat rag, don't you?
he is gonna, yeah, he is just gonna slowly
Y'all,
fade
she's
out. I
mentioned the
think.
sweat rag about 999 times in the last 25 minutes.
I am, I am, but yeah, excuse me. I
But
think
I will
he'll.
say this: I'm gonna take your mind somewhere else. For
Uh,
somebody who's that sweaty and has to walk around with a sweat rag, I guarantee you his damn ass crack is sweaty. I bet you money.
oh, oh God,
Walk around smelling
he's.
like doo doo.
Oh, oh no, God, it's too early for me. Oh God. Oh.
Walk around smelling like doo doo. with 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 sweat the crack his
Bridget, you know
ass.
I'm on them damn shots and can't throw up.
This big sweat mixed
Oh,
with some doo doo back there.
oh God.
She probably was probably them shit stains in his drawers that did it for her.
Oh, la 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 la. God, y'all, I have a very weak stomach and a gag reflex. Tammy, if you're watching this, I know you laughing your ass off right now. Oh, mm.
Probably sweat underneath them ball
Oh
sack.
God.
Sweat underneath them ball
Oh God, why does stuff like Oh God. Oh, my mouth is watering so bad. Bitch, if I puke on our podcast, I'm driving to your house tomorrow. But before I do, I'm gonna go find Ryan's sweat rag and I'm gonna make you suck on it.
I w-
I'm about to wake up my whole damn house. They're gonna all come running in here wanting to know what's wrong. Oh,
I wonder if he uses the sweat rag to wipe
oh
between the crack of
God.
his ass.
Oh my God. You see
Oh,
this?
shit.
Oh,
I'm
oh
crying
my God.
laughing. I didn't realize
Yeah.
it had that kind of effect on you.
You know, that's something that this is how I know me and you are getting closer and probably a little too close now because you just know. But yeah, that's a part of me you ain't got to see yet because your girl gags at the drop of a hat.
Oh well, I'm gonna
And
have fun in the future.
yeah, there's sometimes I can control it, but I don't know. It'd just hit me, and
So
good God, they pick on me so bad about it, and all they do is laugh, and I'm like, don't laugh, help me.
okay, so that's what I'm at. No, I'm just gonna make it worse. So that's what I'm just asking though. Like, so what happens for you to have this gag reflex? When I talk about sweat between the crack of his ass,
Nah,
do you start visualizing it or smelling it?
I don't know. Like, I have such a weak stomach. Like, I'm not one who can watch gory, gory, gory films.
Mm-hmm.
And I do two things. I do this when I get excited, and I do this when, like, it something just triggers it because,
So you were excited about me saying that he had sweat in the crack of his ass.
oh, no, 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 that was the gross out. Like, I'm going to vomit because I'm picturing it and possibly smelling it. But me and my brother, anytime, I don't know what it was, but we when we would go on family vacation, we would go see our aunt, one of our aunts who lived in Bladenboro, and that was like the funnest time because she lived on a beach, like her whole front yard was just sand, seashells, and all that. But when we would go on any type of family trips, or when we were doing the first day of school in this house at 6:30 in the morning, you hear because it's him then me, him then me. Now I don't know if he still does that,
Uh-huh.
but unfortunately, it stuck with me. So if I
Well,
get
we need Larry to
excited,
watch the podcast so when he hears you doing it, we're gonna see if he does it.
see if it makes him do it. But it would be, Mama could never tell us why we were like that. We don't know how we become like that. But mine stayed. Like, I can take a piece of paper and stick it between my teeth and hold it, and I will gag. Like, my gag reflex is so fucking bad. But yeah, anything if I get
So
too
I take
excited,
it
I'll.
Jason has not been a happy husband in that regard.
Well, if you like gagging, trust me, he's been a happy husband on that part. Sorry, baby. Sometimes you just gotta take one for the team. But and you know where I work at, so we do have sprays for that to take away the gag
Oh yeah,
reflex.
yeah.
Yeah, so but
Maybe next podcast you need to put it in the back of your throat so when I talk about gross stuff.
I ain't lying. And like I said, like it doesn't always trigger. It does trigger a lot. It just depends on I guess just what my body is feeling and how grossed out I am. But it's the strangest thing, like everybody has always picked on me for that and just laughed so hard, and it's horrible because I'm really really fighting the urge to throw up because I cry when I throw up, like I do. I bawl my eyes out,
Well, we
and I
definitely know
can't
how you
stand
feel
it.
about Ryan. You've just shown it right there how you feel about him.
I really did, didn't I? I really did show how I felt about that mug because, oh my God. Because again, like I said, I do it when I'm excited, but I do it when I'm grossed out. There'll be sometimes we'll go out to eat and I'll just like feel nauseous or something or just cough and a gag will start and it just keeps going and going. And here you got
Bless.
Tammy and JoJo in the car laughing. And I'm like, Holly, it's
Mm-mm-mm.
funny, I'm going to throw up. But I know she got a kick out of this.
Yeah,
Hands
definitely.
down.
But y'all, that's
Oh,
pretty much our thoughts on it. We knew it wouldn't last. We called it months and months ago. Just soon, I mean, day one, day two out of prison, we both called
yeah.
it. She wouldn't
We were the
stay in this
first
very
ones to
long.
cover it.
Yeah, I would be. I was surprised she stayed as long as she did. To be honest with you, I said 3 to 6
Yeah.
months, and it was about 3 months. So
Yeah.
yeah, well, I'll let
But
you
we'll
take us out.
see. We'll see, y'all. Only time will tell. We'll see. Eventually, it's just going to be in the news somewhere whether she just left because mentally she knew she wasn't ready for anything, or she's got a side piece lined up, or something. But y'all put in the comments. Y'all let us know
Yeah,
what y'all think about this Gypsy Rose and Ryan thing going on. How long did
yeah.
you
Do
think
y'all?
they were
Yeah,
going to last? You know, do y'all think she's with somebody, not with somebody?
yeah. You think she's got somebody lined up? And did this surprise you, or did you just know it? Did you like, I knew
Yeah.
this was gonna happen?
Because we were not shocked. When we saw it, we were
No.
like, the only thing I was shocked about was the fact that she deleted her Instagram and TikTok. I mean, you were verified. You had millions and millions of followers and making bank.
Wonder if she hit them. Wonder if she just privated them.
See, that I bet I don't. That's what I was thinking. I'm wondering because the girl ain't stupid because clearly she can manipulate Go to Jonda, you know.
Yeah,
But I I just don't see her being that dumb to delete those, even though she made the comment that social media was not important to her like that and that she didn't care.
yeah. Well, she
We'll
honestly,
see.
if she signed back up, it would fly back up there again.
It would, because everybody would want to be like, oh my God, where's she being? What happened? Let's see if she's with somebody new and da 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 da.
Yeah,
So it would fly back up there. But I don't know. Part of me doesn't think that she deleted that. I mean, that's verification that everybody worked so hard for, and that's money. Once you're, verified, you got bank coming in. You got bank coming in. For the
that's right.
most part.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do have 3 series we've been trying to get off since last year. It's Ask Bridget and Holly. I was gonna say don't tell mom the babysitter's dead. That's a
What?
movie. Y'all, it
What?
really is late night. But yeah, Ask Bridget and Holly, Settle the Argument, and Confessions.
Yeah.
So if you got any of those you want to help us out, build up these series, email us at bridgetandholly@gmail.com. And
Hmm.
on that note, I think me and your girl are about to go back to, and y'all have a good night.
Bye.